I was working with a client recently, a successful business owner who had been thinking about launching a show for more than a year. She had the expertise, she had the audience, but she kept getting stuck on things that didn't actually matter yet. After our first session, she said to me, "I've been focusing on the wrong things." If you're a business leader thinking about launching a show, this video is for you. I'll share the 4 strategic decisions you need to make before you worry about equipment, editing, or any of the other technical details. I also share one more question you should ask yourself before you decide if this path makes sense for your business. These aren't on-camera tips. These are the business decisions that determine whether your show serves your goals or becomes another project that eats up your time. I'm Cheryl Tan, a former TV news anchor and show launch strategist. I help business leaders launch shows through my Lights Camera Launch program. And these are 4 questions, plus one bonus question I work through with every client before we hit record. Decision number 1, who is this show actually for? Most people start with, I want to share my expertise, and that's not specific enough. Your show needs a defined audience, not just business owners, but service business owners scaling from 500K to 2 million who are struggling with delegation. Here's why this matters. When you're specific about your audience, you know exactly what problems to address, what language to use, and what examples will click. A vague audience leads to vague content that doesn't connect with anybody. Take a minute and ask yourself, if this show is successful, who are the 100 people I most want watching it? That's your audience. Decision number 2, what's the one conversation you want to own? You have 15 to 20 years of expertise. You could talk about dozens of topics, but your show cannot be about everything. It needs to own one conversation. When someone hears your name, what do you want them to immediately think of? That's your show concept. Not all of your knowledge, just the one conversation that positions you strategically in your market. This is the hardest decision for experienced professionals. You see all the complexity. You know there are nuances, but trying to cover everything dilutes your positioning. And here's a way to think about it. If someone mentioned your name at a conference, what would you want the person next to them to say? Oh, she's the one that talks about this topic. That topic, that's your show. Pick one lane and own it. You can always expand your topics later, but start focused. Decision number 3, what's your sustainable production model? Here's what I tell clients. Treat your show like a job. It will be a business asset, so you can't look at it like a side hobby. That means asking, what support do I need to sustain this? Some clients have teams. A videographer, an editor, someone who handles publishing. Others handle recording themselves, but delegate editing and distribution. The question isn't, can I do all of this myself? It's, what's the highest and best use of my time? If you're a business leader, your time is valuable. Spending hours learning video editing software when you could be running your business or serving clients is not strategic. Investing in the right support is. I've seen too many people start strong recording their first 5 episodes, then burn out because they didn't build a sustainable system. They're trying to be the host, the producer, the editor, and the social media manager, and that's not sustainable. It's exhausting. Figure out your production model before you launch. What will you own? What will you delegate? How often will you record? What's realistic given your schedule? Otherwise, you'll burn out by episode 7 if you even get there, and your show will become one more unfinished project. Decision number 4. What does success actually look like? Most people launch shows thinking success means views, subscribers, downloads. But for business leaders, the real ROI is different. It's positioning, relationships, opportunities that come from being visible and having a point of view. One client told me, my show doesn't have big numbers yet, but the right people are watching. I've already gotten media attention from it. And that's success. Before you launch, get clear on what you're actually optimizing for. Do you want leads? Do you want to be seen as a thought leader in your industry? Are you looking for speaking opportunities, partnerships, collaborations? Or are you trying to go viral and build a massive audience? Those are different goals that require different strategies. If you're chasing vanity metrics, you may be disappointed. If you're building strategic visibility, you'll see the impact, even if the numbers are small. And here's the last question, the one that most people skip. Take a step back and ask yourself, why is this worth your time? Not why should I have a show in general, but why does this show, talking about this topic to this audience, why does that matter to you? What's the purpose of this work you're sharing with that bigger audience? Maybe it's the impact you want to make. Maybe it's the legacy you want to build. Maybe it's a conversation you wish someone had started earlier in your career and you want to be that voice for others. Whatever it is, get clear on it, because when coming up with content feels hard, when recording feels overwhelming, when you're wondering if anyone is even listening, that purpose will keep you going. So to recap, these 4 decisions and 1 critical question: audience, conversation, production model, success metrics, and your why matter more than lighting, microphones, or camera angles. Get these right, and the technical stuff is easy to solve. Get these wrong, and no amount of equipment will save your show. If you're a business leader who's been sitting on a show idea and you're ready to actually launch it, I can help you. Book a clarity call at cheryltanmedia.com/launch, and let's talk about whether my Lights Camera Launch program is right for you. Thanks for watching.